It's not just that Rick and Kenny are out, but the new guy or gal, whoever comes in, is going to be here by the end of the season, is what that press release said. They want a single voice. They don't want to do this whole two-headed monster thing like they just done for the last 10 years, It's going to be one person, and that hire is expected to be made sometime in the next month and a half.
So, and to take that segue, we got two reports, one from Bob Nightingale. If the Chicago White Sox stay internal for GM, Chris Getz is a leaning candidate. And then Bruce Levine of 670 Score also said both assistants GM Chris Getz and Jeremy Haber are highly thought of by White Sox chairman Jerry Reinsdorf. Getz has flourished as minor league director. Haber has stepped into important role as contract negotiator and metrics expert. So flourished.
Maybe I don't know the definition of flourished. Whatever.
It's a
check the White
whatever
Sox.
Floats Bruce's boat.
I'm gonna check the White Sox minor league.
What do we take away from that idea of a single leader, though, Vinny? If you want to take the lead on this, like you said in your story, I mean, Rick Hahn has been the GM since 2016, but we've seen him and Ken collaborate, right? It was never
just... He's been the GM since 2012, Sean.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
He was the GM since 2012, yeah. You're right. You're right in that everything that we've heard from Kenny and Rick has painted a picture of a duo that was working together on these things. Different responsibilities, perhaps. Certainly, Kenny Williams was always talked about as having a really good scouting eye, and that his evaluations from that perspective were always brought into this. Whether they were signing a guy like Jose Abreu or Luis Robert Jr., those were mentioned. He was mentioned in those acquisitions, you can say. But certainly Rick Hahn, since 2016, when they started this rebuilding effort, has been the guy who's been front and center as the decision maker on that front. And so to have two people basically running the show is sometimes not as good as one. And so if they can have a single voice, a single person making the decisions, that might work out better. And but it's not, it's not necessarily what's been replicated everywhere else. You look to the north side, they've got a big boss as well as a GM. They've had that for a whole long time now. It's worked and not worked for them, right? This has probably worked and not worked at times for the White Sox. So they're going to, but they have made it clear they're going to go find one person to run the show here and make the decisions moving forward. And I do think that that's very interesting.